Good afternoon to all. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
You no need to pay for saying good afternoon. Just you can say good afternoon. That's it. Other students, yeah. Good afternoon also is a safety concern only. Okay. I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Honor third year and final year. So you should know all those things. Yeah. So here, last class, what do you call? The first unit, industrial safety, 4 years, what are the safety system, and also like personal protective equipments, and followed by what are the industrial safety instrument, industrial accident, then definitions, types of various industrial accident in terms of technical, human causes and mechanical, and also you learned about machine safety, and you know about difference between accident and incident and drama. Then now, so today we are going to discuss about material handling equipments. We are going to discuss about material handling equipments. So before going to start this material handling equipment, just you have to know some basic idea or definitions. In material handling is a job done by every worker in any industries. Okay, material handling is a job done by every worker in any industry, from loading the raw materials, dispatching the finished product, and the materials handling between operations in every department or plant of the company. Okay, what do you mean by material handling? Means material handling is nothing but job done by every worker, particular industry, from loading the raw materials, dispatching the finished product, and the materials handled between the operations in every department or plant of the company. And also different types of material handling equipments which can be used for different industries. If we talk about mechanical or chemical or food process, whatever things, different material handling equipments that may be used. But in terms of what we call material handling equipments, what we call has come into the industry to eliminate the human handling. Okay, to eliminate the human handling, or to assist them. I mean, with the help of person to handle, move, or vary the what we call different objects, like in terms of heavy objects, and also in talk about mechanical handling of materials, reduce the manufacturing cost and increase the productivity. Mechanical handling of materials, suppose you are going to handle, reduce the manufacturing cost and increase the productivity. At the same time, mechanical handling has a new set of hazard, and it may be creating some accident also. I will show some images. Through that image, you know how to handle the material handling equipment. So material handling, three methods: manual handling with the help of hand tools, and what I call by using mechanical material handling method also. We'll move on to this material handling, what I call the proper selection and replacement of material handling equipment. Already you learned about what we mean by material handling, and followed by material handling, what are the types of material handling equipments. So material handling, three methods: manual handling with the help of hand tools, and what I call by using mechanical material handling method also. We'll move on to this material handling, what I call the proper selection and replacement of material handling equipment. Already you learned about what we mean by material handling, and followed by material handling, procedure to be used for that material handling process. If we take proper selection and replacement of material handling, so there is factors that may be affecting. So in terms of properties of the material, properties of the material. If you look at properties of the material, whether it is solid, liquid or gas, so that we have to find out that material may be solid, liquid or gas. So in terms of all three things, we have to find out proper shape and what we call size of the material, whether it can be moved by human or any other mechanical materials or any other equipments which can be used. So most of the materials nowadays we have been used for what we call some other equipments, not for mechanical, not for manually or not for humans. So it may be useful for some material equipments. And also you know that the layout and the characteristics of the what we call materials and then production flow, then also cost consideration. Cost consideration. So cost consideration is most important factor. That means if suppose you are going to make any type of materials, that should be what we call cheap and very less cost. That should be very cheap and less cost, and also nature of operation. So before going to select any materials, we have to identify nature of operation. The selection of equipment also depends upon the nature of operation, like whether handling is temporary or permanent. Whether material handling is temporary or permanent, but you should know like the nature of operations. If you know thoroughly the nature of operations when selecting of the material, there is no issues happen, and also what we call there is no hazard or illness or injury, and also it may achieve what we call 0% accident. Then engineering factors. So in terms of engineering factors, we'll discuss about depends upon the engineering factors like what we call different dimensions, flow space, flow condition, and structural strength of the material. Anything which can be or that can be included for proper selections. And the next, if we talk about these are all the equipments. Okay, these are all different types of equipments which can be used for material handling. Instead of that manual or human, we have to use these conveyors, power industrial truck, and also this crane, slings, so many things which has been used for what we call material handling equipment instead of the what we call human or mechanical. So it can be operated by what we call automatically. It can be operated by automatically. So if suppose we are going to do these material equipments by automatically, the what we call equipments which can be moved one place to other place by using this instrument, there is no problem will be happen and there is no risk will be happen. So these are all the equipments like called as what we call two different types of material handling equipments. One is fixed path equipment, next one is variable path equipment. So if fixed path equipment, that means it may be moved in fixed path. That may be example what we call conveyors, power truck, industrial belt, crane, slings. So some definitions and the common what we call example. It may ask for example. Yeah.
So someone is waiting for a permission to get into.
Just a minute.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. See, all of you try to join before on or time. That maybe you take 1 or 2 minutes, but the time is 12:10. It may happen for network issue, but you take care. Okay. The next, we'll move on to this material handling equipment. The two method which has been used, one is fixed part equipment. Next one is variable part equipment. So you know what? Give some example of fixed part equipment and give some example of variable part equipment. So it may be asking for what I call in terms of exam point of view. If we talk about conveyors, so these are all the things generally it has been using. It has been using for material handling equipments which is safely to move one place to other place. If you want elaborately, you can check with what you call some sources also. But the thing is, when we are going to use material handling, what are the safety procedure needed or what are the safety precautions needed? But apart from that, just I have been taking elaborately all the terms and definition. Then after that only, what I call, I'm taking for safety related. So you know what I mean by conveyor. So that may be useful. What I call moving material between two fixed workstations. Okay, conveyors may be useful for moving the material between two fixed workstations. So that it may be useful for what I call mainly used for continuous or mass production operations. Conveyors, it may be useful for mass production operation or continuous operation. So like you know industrial truck. If we talk about industrial trucks are more flexible in the use of conveyor since they can move between various points and are not permanently fixed in one place. Okay, it is not fixed one place, it may be moved in any directions. And also, what I call, the most suitable for intermediate production and for handling various size and shape of material. Two types of trucks may be used for industrial, what I call, powered industrial truck. So just for understanding, that cranes, you know the main advantage of crane and sling. The major advantage of cranes and sling is that they can move heavy material through overhead space. Gas, okay, through overhead space, it can be moved one place to other place with the help of cranes and sling. And also, you know, container, so many robots, many material equipments which is used for what I call material handling equipments. So we move on to this slide. What do you mean by material handling equipment? So these are all the things which is used for different material handling equipments based on the industry purpose. So what do you mean by material handling equipments? So you know already you learned about material handling. So in terms of material handling, like is a job done by every worker in an industry from unloading raw materials, dispatching the finished product. Okay, from unloading raw materials, dispatching the finished product. That is one common definition. Apart from that, you can say about material handling equipment is a mechanical equipment used for the movement, storage, control, and protection of materials in terms of good condition and products throughout the process of manufacturing, distribution, and consumption disposal. This is another definition of material handling equipment. Material handling selection is different and the material handling equipment is different, and what are the methods to be followed for material handling equipment. And also the second one, you can see the different types of handling equipment can be classified into different theoretical categories in terms of transport, then positioning, unit load, and the formation equipment and storage equipment. So these four different types of handling equipments can be classified in terms of what I call various material handling equipments. And general material handling what I call objectives. Suppose already you know selection of factor affecting some material handling. What are the objectives? So while selecting of any material or making of any materials, we have to choose that cost reduction and waste reduction, improve working condition, and also improve productivity, improve distribution, engineering factors, equipment reliability. So these are all the factors which is considered as main objectives of the material handling. So when we consider these objectives, we have to learn about what they call. For example, the accident in material handling are almost because of the human failure. Okay, if happening for material handling accident, that almost because of human failure or unsafe act. So we have to use proper mechanical device or any other what we call automatic device. So there is no risk or what we call no problem happening while doing any kind of jobs or moving one material to another material. The ratio between unsafe act and the unsafe condition in the material handling accident 4 to 1. The ratio between, it may ask, the ratio between unsafe act and unsafe conditions in material handling accident is 4 to 1. So, in terms of what we call manual handling, with the help of hand tool, with the help of mechanical material handling, that may be various the what we call ratio happening for unsafe or accident, whatever may be. So in terms of what they call this material happening, you have to learn about what the manual handling. If you talk about manual handling using physical strength, you know manual handling means using physical strength to move materials. So that may be increase the possibility of the injury or that may be increase the cost of the product. In case suppose we are going to use for manual handling through material selections or whatever may be, what are the physical strength to move materials, so that may be increase the possibility of what we call injuries or like any accident that may be creating. So and also increase the cost of the product. So what are the factors to be considered for material handling? I mean manual. Okay. So to reduce the number of material handling injuries or increase the efficiency, material handling to be minimized by combining and eliminating the operation or mechanical method or automated method we have to use. So in terms of factors to be considered before we have to lift the load using manual handling. So frequency, volume and the weight of the shape, the distance to be moved. In case in manually we have to operate, so you have to know about that material to be handled. That means safe condition, the distance to be moved, and the direction of the load to be taken, then volume and weight, and also safe and design. So with respect to what I call factors. Okay, this is also already we discussed. Factors affecting the material handling. In terms of various reasons, it may be happening for material selections. It may be happening for material selection. So if you look at these are all the things most important properties of the materials also already we discussed, and the layout and the characteristics of the building. If you look at the characteristics of the building, like a low level what you call product, suppose you are going to make by using different material mechanism, what will happen? The presence of supporting materials, the presence of supporting material, it should be what you call maintain proper layout and the characteristics of the building. So production flow, already I informed that if the flow is fairly constant between two fixed positions. Already I explained that if the flow is what they call that should be constant between two fixed positions that are not likely to change, that may be what they call fixed equipment such as conveyors or any other components. So definitely what they call variable part equipments and the fixed part equipments definitions and some examples it may be asked. Cost consideration. So cost consideration also is most important, which can help in the making final decision. Several cost elements need to be taken into what I call consideration when comparison are made between the various items of equipment that are all capable of handling the same load. Each and every aspect we have to think about what is the material selections and the material properties is needed. So while making or doing or shifting any other materials. Okay, what are the safety procedure needed? What are the safety procedure needed? So these are all the what I call safety procedure to be needed when shifting of material handling one place to other place. So if you look at that, what I call maintain the correct posture, avoid bending over and keep. So you have to start straight position and keep whatever you want the weight and what you call take the material and keep some place. So to avoid bending over and keep lips close to the body. Okay, that is main thing. Any material, either small or medium or heavy duty material, you have to maintain the correct position or correct posture. That may be ergonomics level. Okay, that may be ergonomics level. You have to maintain the correct level of the body and take the materials and keep somewhere. So you, when you are going to keep somewhere, you should not bend your body and keep lips close to the what you call straight position. The next safety procedure: lift in a careful, deliberate manner and avoid any sudden lift movements. Lift in a careful, deliberate manner and avoid any sudden lift movements. So that is most important things. Any different types of material handling safety procedure which will be followed. Lift in a careful, deliberate manner and avoid any sudden lift movement. The third material safety procedure: never lift materials from a sitting position. Okay, never lift materials from a sitting position. So that is what in the first point itself clearly given. Any type of material you have to take in the straight position and keep where you want. So never lift materials from a sitting position or just to pick up a heavy object. So don't bend and no need to take those heavy materials what I call like twisting position. Use the correct grip on objects. Okay, use the correct grip on objects. Suppose you are going to take any type of materials, you have to check those materials having correct gripness. If you have the correct grip for object, lift should be shoulder high and with full grasp of the hands. Lift with full grasp of the hands. The next, get assistance from co-workers to avoid successive lift to heavy objects. So you have to ask co-workers, then they will help to you how to take what you call bulk of materials or heavy materials. Always make use of conveyors, so conveyors, slide or other devices to avoid unnecessary lifting or pushing of objects. So that is what I told manual handling, and by using what we call humans or by using some hand tool. Instead of those things, we have to use automatic method. So always use of conveyors, slides or other devices to avoid unnecessary lifting or pushing of objects. Then next, you should know like always go around a blocked pathway. Okay, always go around blocked pathway. Never step over an obstacle while carrying the material. So you have to check over through that pathway and never step over an obstacle while carrying material. The next part, when doing that material handling, maintain a clear line of sight. So you can see different industry like central government or any other private sector also. So they have marked some color, white color, yellow color and different colors. So those colors you have to specify the what I call identifications while it has been used those lines also. So maintain a clear line of sight. Object should not block vision. Lift only where there is a sufficient lighting. Okay, wherever needed, we have to use that sufficient lighting system. Switch on the light and do shift one place to other place with proper equipments so that what I call there is no problem or accident or hazards. It will not happen through any types of material handling system. The next, whenever possible, reduce load size. Whenever possible, reduce load size. Adjust bulky objects to ease movement. Whenever possible, reduce load size. Adjust bulky objects to easing movement. When last, regularly stretch back and leg muscles during the day and keep in good physical shape. Because we have been using for manual, so definitely something we have to take our what do you call safe condition also. So regularly stretch back and leg muscles during the day and keep in good physical shape. So these are all the things mainly which is used for this material handling process. So that is what I told in the beginning. Safety in material handling is a job done by every worker. Is a job done by every worker in an industry, from unloading raw materials, dispatching the finished product. Unloading the raw materials, dispatching the finished product. Then it may be like materials handled between operation in every department or plant of the company. So again I am repeating, the accident in the material handling are almost happening for human failure or unsafe act. The accident is happening for material handling. We can move one place to other place. It may be happening for because of human fact, or that means human failure or unsafe act. So the ratio between the unsafe act and unsafe condition in material handling, 4 to 1. So that range should be, we have to remember, it may be asking for exam point of view. And also the following what you call, while doing that material handling or shifting the material handling, some highlights of the magnitude of the material handling problems. Okay, that material handling problem, it may be happening while shifting. So for every what you call heavy products, okay, every heavy products like 50 to 120 ton of euclid material has to be handled, and also to be what do you call the manufacturing cycle. The manufacturing cycle of the material handling process, it may be vary for based on the material condition also. And 40% of the accident because of unsafe material handling. So 40% of accident it may happening for unsafe material handling, and 80% of accident in material handling because of human failure or unsafe act. It may ask how much percentage. 80% of accident in material handling, it may happening for human failure or unsafe act, whereas 40% of accident because of unsafe material handling. The next, the accident and what you call injuries, or that may be common in unsafe material handling. That may be dropping or slipping of object on the foot. Then that may be happening for some kind of sprain by lifting the materials by wrong method, and also what do you call that may be some cut may be happening for sharp edges. Some type of cuts may be happening for sharp edges. So to avoid those things, definitely we have to use these are all the material handling safety procedure. And like some training and the constant supervision will reduce the unsafe acting. That means proper method of manual handling. Okay, proper method of manual handling is, let us consider some size, weight and the shape of the object to be carried one place to other place. Do not lift more than the object that can be handled comfortably. That can be handled comfortably. So, and also you can see some lifting operations. Some lifting operation, how it's working. If those things you know, the material handling equipments which can be moved one place to other place with help of either human or manual or automatic. So and also clearly I explained how much percentage of accident it may be happening for with help of I mean happening by human or unsafe condition and also normal material happening. And this is like gaudy. So after material happening, material selection, you have to know a gaudy process. So what do you mean by gaudy? So gaudy like the same material happening, okay, the same materials or heavy duty equipments which can be transformed one place to other place. We have to act the proper rules and regulations. Proper rules and regulations. So if we follow the proper rules and regulations for guarding, there is no problem will be creating by human or anything. If unguarded moving parts of machines, if unguarded moving parts of the machines or equipments and the sudden or uncontrolled release of the power system. Okay, unguarded moving parts of the machines, equipment, and the sudden uncontrolled release of the power system that may be happening for injuries or accident or any other hazards also. So, personnel working with machines must be aware of the risk involved and follow safe work practice. Safe work practice. So, what are the accidents while working with machinery? What are the causes? Okay, what are the causes may be accident. Sorry, what are the causes of accident while working with machinery? So these are all the things already we were discussed, like loose clothing, hair that may be using for jewels, and materials ejected from the machine when it is operational. So whenever operating the machine system, we should not do another kind of work or method or process. So material ejected from the machine when it is operational, and also you have to check proper method and procedure how to start the machine. If you know the procedure how to start a machine, there is no problem with the happen. Else, just you can ask your co-workers or any supervisor, so they know how to do the machines with respect to procedure and operations also. So slipping and falling into an unguarded grip. So like if you take for deer, in the age the what they call the edge, it may be sharp. The edge that may be sharp, so it may be happening for unsafe work condition also. Contact with sharp edges, example cutting blade, and adjustment while making operational unauthorized operation of machines. Unauthorized, if any machines or materials or mechanism if not working, you have to check or ask procedure what is the problem. So after finding the solution of the problem, you have to stop those machines. Lack of preventive maintenance. If we are not maintaining particular equipments or machines, definitely some problem will be happening. So you have to carefully check the maintenance and do that protocol. Avoiding causes of accident happen. The next, industrial hazard. So you know hazard that may be like what they call causes happening for harm or damage to life, health, property, or the environment. So this will stop the class. We'll continue the next class. Any doubts? Doubts? And also, like for quality assessment, you have to decide like making of journal paper, you have to download safety related, and you can make for review paper, and you can show me. We will do that journal paper or upload the journal paper to some other journals also. Because you are all third year and fourth year, so just you have to download some journal paper and for try to make it some review paper like we can proceed those things to what you call, I mean upload into a journal. So those assessment you may get for quality assessment. Answer the attendance. ULK 18MT001.
Yes, sir.
ULK. See, one time I will call. So just all of it take care about your attendance.